Welcome back. So here we go, another Facebook Marketplace purchase. I've done a couple of these in the last week or so. This is the one I've got today. I will come back to the other one. The other one was in these boxes and is now safely packed away in a tub. But I'm going to use these boxes because, as you can see, the container that this is in is quite broken, and everything's spilling over the top. So I contacted the seller. They had some other interest in this, so I had to wait to find out whether I could actually buy it. Lovely lady. Looks like her sons are now transitioning from what looks primarily Ninjago into Star Wars. So she's raising some money towards some Star Wars Facebook purchases of her own by selling their Ninjago. So some of it's part built. I'm just going to pull everything out from here carefully because there's some what look like wing pieces. Again, this a large part of what I'm doing here is to pre-buy collections and put the various elements together for my grandson and granddaughter to play with as they grow. And what better way to do it than to target individual purchases on Facebook Marketplace and save some money and build up a little stock of these items so that they can play and have fun. So you can see here, these elements here are what gave away some of these parts. So that kind of gave me some confidence that actually, for what I was paying for this, I was getting a pretty good buy. You can see there's some substantially built elements to this. It almost looks a little bit X-wingy, doesn't it? But so you can see here, I mean, there's bits hanging off where things are looped together with chains and so on. It's going to take some real putting together and working out what we've actually got here. But you can see there's a lot of stickers on things. There's going to be a lot of working out. I probably won't strip this down straight away. I'll probably try and work out from the component parts as I rebox them what I'm likely to have. And then that looks like that's some kind of claw, doesn't it? Looks like a bit of a leg. And then once I've worked out what I've actually got, then we can start looking at potentially stripping things down or whatever and putting it back together clean and tidy, ready for play. I need a bit more table space here, to be honest. As I said, I'm going to stack a lot of it into these boxes once I've done sort of taking it out of this one. I'm having to be quite careful with what I take out a bit at a time. I have absolutely no idea what various bits of Ninjago actually are. Obviously, I've seen a lot of minifigures around, and you'll have seen on my other videos that I've got a fair few minifigures. This stuff is pretty dirty, to be honest, but it's probably been stored in boxes or on shelves or whatever. But yeah, still putting chunks of build out. Try and work my way through. Once we get more of it out on the table, we can maybe start having a look. I mean, that looks like quite an interesting piece, doesn't it? A few plates, obviously. I think it's all Lego, to be honest. The lady didn't seem to be the type to be passing off non-legitimate Lego, so I think it's highly likely. Let's see if we can get focused in on this properly. No, it's not going to focus. The yellow's horrible for looking at that. So I haven't got my glasses on, so I really want to put those on before I really start going to town with this. I'm going to find my glasses in a second. This looks like a pretty epic-sized piece, doesn't it? Let me just grab some glasses. It's better. I might be able to actually read and see the logos now. I could probably see them. Yeah, I can see them shining in the light without being zoomed in. So we've got just loads and loads of like half-built vehicles. Now this was one of the pieces that really sort of got my interest, because this front end, this is a huge build. I think it's part of this down here, but it's a massive build by the looks of things. We also have a, looks like a police helicopter maybe, or Jurassic Park helicopter. You can see the Jurassic Park in there, so there's a bonus. And that's might explain why there's quite so many nets seem to be here. You can see we've got another net here and another one there. A few nets. Not sure where that is from, but all will become clear at a point. Still got bits of what I suspect is that. Not sure what that is. Not sure if it's even Lego, but hey ho. The other part of that, lots of things. A little police vehicle, half built. Again, more bits. I suspect that's also another component part from that. Something probably from the Jurassic Park side of things. That's got to be more Ninjago by the big blade on it. Potentially a big robot of some sort. More and more pieces. These bits I'm just going to pop over here for a moment. A whole chunk of bricks put together. Bricks are always useful. We have a city set of instructions for a motorbike. Always useful instructions. Some kind of blade element for Ninjago. It's pretty cool, really, the all the stuff that's in here. More elements there. Another wheel, so that's the missing wheel, I'm guessing, off of this. And we have an interesting mix up here. First minifigure that we found. I suspect it's actually a Ninjago or similar figure, but with a clone trooper helmet. I'm surprised that slipped through, because I thought they were collecting Star Wars. So that's the first minifigure found. Just so much in here. Set of instructions for 70755, Masters of Spinjitzu. So there's one set of Ninjago instructions. A rogue soldier. There's a bit of Playmobil in here, I think. It looks like a pirate from a Playmobil set. So there'll be a few little bits of non-Lego in here. That looks like part of a pterodactyl, and I think that's genuine. Yeah. So we'll put that over there with that. We then have first what looks like mostly complete figure. I have absolutely no idea who that is, so that'll be a bit of a research thing. Feel free to comment on what you think of sort of the video content. If you'd rather see something a bit different. All sorts of very interesting elements in here. Not sure who you are, or if you're even a Lego item, but looks like a Lego head in there, so we'll come back to you a little bit later. And the lady did say that in the bottom there were minifigs, so I would suggest that it's likely that a lot of the minifigs will be down in the bottom of the bin. A bit of Duplo with some strawberries on it, so we'll pop those into the just there's a few Duplo bricks in here. They'll go into the Duplo collection for the kids that are, you know, they've already got a couple of big boxes of Duplo. A wooden block. Start the car build. It's like a leg. bits and pieces in here. That looks like quite a random but quite a specific piece, so that should be identifiable somewhere. Looks like it's similar to this over here. Wheels, more bits and pieces. Let's just pull this away a little bit. What we got here? We got Transformer trailer of some sort. There's a, looks like a Transformer toy there. There's another minifig popping up. And the arms don't feel overly worn. Movement on the arms is nice and tight, so I'm hoping that any minifigures in here are in really good condition and will add to my little collection I'm developing at the moment, inadvertently. Oh my gosh, a bit of an Optimus Prime type figure there. And what do we have here? We have a, what looks like a Darth Vader, but huge size one. Not sure if it's anything to do with Lego. It's just a Darth Vader, basically. But looks like the right type of hand, so you never know. It could be something interesting. Especially if you find the head. Playmobil Woody, or do you play Woody? I think it's probably actually the case. More bits of similar into that set that's there. A minifig. Yeah, I'm seeing a fair few minifigs starting to pop up here now. We've got interesting one there. It's got some kind of visor on the helmet, all looks of things, so we'll pop that up so we can see the face. Interesting one as well. So we're already up to 5 minifigs, and if you measure success of these collections, these Facebook Marketplace buys by minifigure content, then I think I'm going to do pretty well on this one. So what did I pay for it? £30, that's all. I haven't weighed it yet. I will work out weighing in a second. And then I'll put that on the title of the video. I know that's really interesting seeing sort of weights of these things, because there's a fair few pieces that can be clearly identifiable to help put together what steps I may have, but I've got half a chance of putting together. See here more bits, more identifiable pieces. There's a, not entirely sure that that's genuine. Piece down here, carrying a stick, nice. More torsos, so there's another loose torso without some hands. I do have hands. If I'm missing hands from any of these, that would be amazing, but I think it's highly unlikely. Don't mind where this has come from. It would be if I had a Green Lantern completion, because I have one Green Lantern, or two torsos already for Green Lantern and a few other bits for it, but I need to complete at least one of those. And this is proof that, you know what, just by scouring Facebook Marketplace, oh, it's an interesting one, isn't it? By scouring Facebook Marketplace and picking your moments, you can get some really good buys to help you. Yes, it takes a bit of effort, bit of time, you know, drive over to the house to collect, sorting, plenty of cleaning, you know, this will take days to clean, but the rewards are that you can, for a fraction of what they might cost normally, you can get yourself some really good interactive play sets for your kids, or if you want to collect it to resell, or whatever you want to do with it, it's up to you guys. But at the moment, this is an investment in time with my grandchildren to keep them off of screens and get them doing something physical rather than being glued to a computer screen all the time. And so far, thankfully, it seems to have worked pretty well. With the really basic stuff that they're playing with at the moment, they're both well interested in playing with it, and it's something they might actually play together with. I will have boxes of just free build stuff where I will take loads of blocks and construction and city and stuff like that and people, and put them in boxes for them to just play with. And then there will be stuff that is more specific sets, which as they get older they may be playing with, and just building and putting on shelves and so on. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a great fun sort through on this. So I'm going to leave it there because 16 minutes is plenty of time to give you a bit of a taste. You can see I've only really scratched the surface at the moment. I'll be putting that all together, probably build it and then strip it down to clean it. I think these are from a separate set, so I'll be looking at that. I think it's probably to do with this and those elements there. And obviously we've got the helicopter, which looks like a really good build actually, doesn't it? The Jurassic Park helicopter. No idea what that's going to would normally cost. So yeah, we're going to have some fun with this. But that's it for now. I will finish pulling through the minifigs, and when I do the next bulk unwrap, which is what came in the original boxes over there, I will also update on what at the beginning of that, of what I found minifigs wise in this lot. But already a great start. Bye bye, speak to you soon.